ASL Challenger League Group Stage Round of 32.
Oh yeah, and then the guy that was lagging up in the orange, the Terran player.
Necroshader.
That's a bit unusual for Leafindawind. He's actually doing the low ground pylon again, even though he's up against the Terran. Can be a little dangerous.
Yes, it can be indeed. It can also be quite nice when not really much happening, but
Yeah.
We have to make sure that the loser of this is eliminated, sadly enough.
Yes. So sad. Such saddom.
The winner has another chance to qualify and has to play versus Durgazan, so...
Oh, he'll get in here, scout that it is gas first, and there's not actually even the beginning of a barracks here yet for his opponent, so it's going to turn out that this sort of opening the gateway on the low ground is probably going to be fine. But it is still a little weird.
Yeah, it's quite risky. It's still better to put your gateway behind your mineral and kind of creating a trap for the possible Reaper that could come.
Yeah, Reapers, and it also puts your buildings near your Nexus for photon overcharge, which is as every Terran will tell you, is the most powerful thing that's ever happened ever.
Yes, it is. Even as a Zerg player, I know that as well, so... Now, Necroshader is going to see that it's a gateway on the low ground, so... And can maybe make use of it? We will see. Even though the cybernetic score is getting in the main build, so... It's a little bit weird, I have to say, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a tech lab immediately on the barracks and throwing down a factory right next to it. Potentially swapping out for really early tanks or early stim or some other upgrade, but I kind of think he's going to swap it. Because he's not doing anything with it yet. The probe will get back in and see what's going on, and nothing's going to clear him away for a while because there's no...
There's nothing
unless the SCVs just kill him, and they do.
Yeah. If he's taking the right in their own hands, Marauder's getting mate.
Yeah. And Marauder coming out. Work tech is not being started. There it goes
there
now.
We go.
That was a while before it got going.
He's chrono boosting in it. Mothership core just finished as well. He's making a Widow mine. So we will see what he's planning to do with that one. I do not see any...
He likes Widow mines. This guy does. It would be neat to see him and Torgasm just have a Widow mine fight only.
Yeah, who can scan the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, a second Widow mine is getting mates, and Widow mines are not terrible versus Protoss, especially when they got the shield buff upgrade. Yeah,
definitely. They became a lot stronger, and he is getting a Twilight Council instead of a Robo, so he may simply not have detection. And that's really what makes him great against Protoss, is they kind of force detection when you don't really want it that early, or you just get stuck without it. And he could easily get stuck without it. And 3 Marauders and 2 Widow Mines coming across, it's dangerous.
Yeah, Concussion Shells halfway, so...
Yeah.
The Widow Mines forming the bigger threat comparing to the Marauders, because as you said, no observing. No thingy possible, so... And also no intention to get a Robo or a Stargate even for an Oracle, which can detect as well.
So 2 mines coming right in, they're going to have to burrow. They're not quite paying attention. Going to burrow a little farther out. That's not really where they want it to be.
They took a little bit, already some damage, so...
Going to come in here.
Quick
it's going to burrow it down while the Marauders are going, and boom.
Will die.
On.
And yeah.
This
2
could
Marauders
be,
left.
Yeah, this could be quite quick. He's not, still not making a Robo.
Yep. He is making a Forge, though.
Yes.
he's probably trying to get a cannon down, but
yeah, well, potentially be able to
Not
cannon.
over
He's
the
still working on Blink. Got another mothership core coming out. He didn't get a photon overcharge off, and I think he had the energy.
yeah, it definitely had the energy.
Yeah.
Those Widow Mines are back on cooldown, so the Marauders are still probably fine for a while. This one gateway has been depowered. He still has 2 gateways up, so. And yeah, that's a pro kill, so.
Yeah, gonna burrow once again under the mothership core. Get a big shot off.
Look, the Mothership Core is just a bit too much health for getting one-shotted, but second Widow Mine gets off cooldown and that
It's
Mothership
fine.
Core is dead again.
Yeah.
Swan
Photon
Marauder
cannons
has
are
5
going in the
kills.
main.
And yeah, I'm not sure how if he will even ever secure his natural now. Yes, making more and more stalkers, and I think versus Marauders, it's just not the best thing to do.
No, and he keeps just running them into
The Widow Mine.
the Widow Mines. He does have Blink now, which if he's got the control for it, of course you can set off Widow Mines and blink out before they actually hit you and waste them. They still take the shot.
Yeah, they still do the shot. No, Robot's Bay is coming down now. He's getting +1 attack. But yeah, he's only on 2 gateways so far. The Nexus went down.
Yeah. Oh, what's he doing there? Is this Manor? He's going to make a command center in the natural base.
If he makes then a planetary of this, he's kind of forcing the Protoss player to do at least something about it. 2 sentries are getting warped in. I'm not so sure about those sentries.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going for there either exactly.
Well, he can warp force field the ramp off.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. If something just charges up there, he can at least lock. I wouldn't even force field them out. I would lock them up with the 2 cannons.
Yeah, I would force field like 1 out or 2 out and keep 1 in. This gateway is going slowly but steadily down.
Yeah, only 1 Marauder actually shooting it. There we go.
The other
Widow
Marauders
Mines coming on in.
There are 6 Widow Mines already being here.
Yeah, big contain.
Yet again, we see this kind of contain style coming out from Necroshader. He does like his contains, and
yeah, it does seem to. And this one's reasonably well timed, at least. And we're getting a lot of lag here now.
yeah, we do.
I'm not seeing any name pop up. It looks like we might be a little clearer. And I don't know why he's going, but he is.
That one Widow Mine target at the Mothership Core.
These 2 not burrowed there. Nothing shoots up, so at least he will clean this up, I think.
Yeah, but he loses again.
Falls again.
That's
Yeah,
the
losing
third
a lot of
Mothership.
stalkers, a lot of expensive units going. He will stuff that command center just before it finishes. He might have even wanted to intentionally let it finish.
Yeah, I think that would have been better for him than he let it finish. Now he's wasting some time on killing it.
Yeah.
Well, it's easily getting cancelled anyway. No
he
cancel.
He didn't cancel it though, yeah.
Which is a huge victory for
Yeah, it
Leafindawind.
is. And, you know, looking at the actual units here, if he just kind of went across, he's got Blink, he's got an Observer. He's
Yeah, he
got
would have dealt with it
Immortals
all.
coming out now. It could be interesting if he just attacked. Bunkers are going down in front.
There is a nice wall of already, so 2 bunkers coming down as well.
Yeah, there's a big wall. You can blink into the main from the low ground, but it is only in that one area, really, that you can do it.
It's really one little spot. Blink on this map is, in my point, not really very viable because there's only a small area. Blink overall is quite good if you know your opponent likes Widow Mines. You can just blink away, waste their shots, as you said before. His natural is coming back up after he lost it.
This time he does have a Ghost Academy, and he's actually getting a Ghost out. It's kind of cool.
Are we going to see a nuke?
I'm hoping that we get to see a nuke. Yeah.
and nuke
Even
will
if
be
it's just
okay.
EMPs, it's at least good against everything. EMP is never bad against Protoss.
True, that's true. It's one of the better things you can have versus a Protoss player is some ghosts. He's getting his third base up as well now. +2 attack is getting research for Leafindawind, which will make his stalkers and zealots, if he had any. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, like 3.
A lot stronger. He is now moving out, or I'm wondering if it's going to the third base location and try to deny it.
Yeah, you probably could get that done with CF2. Yeah, just getting the second Immortal out on the way. With 2 Immortals, you could probably deal with the Hellbats, tanks, Marauders, and so on fairly well. Again, an EMP can take off the Immortal shields, though, so that's can be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, indeed.
Poke the Observer in. Hopefully, it doesn't get too close to the turret, but I'll see what the composition looks like.
I will get
Just get in and bam, gone. So C is a very turtly Terran.
Which could trigger off to get his own turret.
Yeah, that's yeah. Seeing this, that's probably what I would do in his position. Just expand, potentially even take the gold and try and catch up that way.
The +1 attack is getting researched now for Necro, as well as a +1 shield for his army.
Leading a blue flame. Yeah. Yeah, so this army will become scary relatively soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, if I was him, if I was the Terran, you wouldn't move out with this army, but it will get to that point. That it will be very easy to just step out and dominate if there's not a really good economy in place for Leafindawind.
Leafindawind has now 37 probes comparing to the 45 SCVs of Necro. Which is not a good thing to do because the Terran is still mules.
Just getting the Templar archives there. Storms are all right against like the Hellbats, but the but Archons are actually pretty good against like all of this, oddly enough.
Yeah, it seems that Necro is still lacking a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Just, I guess, gonna give this a minute to calm down. Yeah.
So far, I think I like the positions both players are in. I mean, none of them really has a major disadvantage.
Yeah, we got literally just the second him taking the third base for Protoss.
Yeah, indeed. The third one is mining already, to be honest.
Yeah.
For Necro. Having some lag issues, sadly enough. Hope we can fix it.
Yeah, this is a shame. Hopefully we can. He's going to try and...
It's probably going to quickly reboot or something. We will see.
Yeah, maybe we can always resume from replay if we have to get out of this game and come back in fresh.
We can all be happy that feature does exist. So.
Yeah, I love that feature. I love that feature, and I love Take Command. It's so fun. But yeah, just looking at what's going on here, if he gets a lot, if he just keeps pumping Immortals out, then that could be pretty decent.
Yeah, he's now getting charged as well, it seems.
Yeah. And if it's Immortal, Archon, Zealot, so on. Yeah. I don't know if he can hear Saber. Did we remember to turn ourselves to ref? I don't think they can see.
Well, if Saber tried to talk to White Chat, just see that he didn't.
He was just in Observer Chat instead of all.
He was talking Observer Chat, which isn't smart, but oh well.
Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah.
That happened to me in the past as well, where I was typing everything to explain to the person, and then it's like, oh, to do it again because it's in our observer chat.
Yeah. Yeah, try allowing graphics.
Yeah, that's one of the steps you can do.
Yeah.
Also, closing background programs, like if you have Steam running or something, just close it.
Yeah.
It made me crash a game in StarCraft because it was updating Dota too. I was like, no, I don't want that.
Alright, so we'll get that going. In the meantime, just kind of looking around. Once again, charge is about 2/3 done. It keeps just coming to this countdown screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't
It's
know.
probably sorting out what can be the cause, like a background program, for example, or your antivirus program.
Yeah.
Can be little small things.
Okay. So we'll give this a shot, and hopefully it runs a little smoother here now.
Game resumed.
Going.
So, yeah, Templar aircraft is getting made for probably Storm and High Templars as well, which is very good for feedbacks. Even though there's not much to feedback at all, there are no medevacs.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I guess just the ghost, like the single
The
ghost
ghost.
that's out there. But yeah, it can be good. Storms, even just preventatively, are pretty good.
Yeah, no matter what kind of composition you're facing for.
Yeah, as long as they hit a lot of something, they work out well.
Yeah, they can also kind of work well as a I'm not ready, just I need 5 seconds more
Yeah.
and just push you away.
Exactly. Yeah, just defensive storms.
As stated, their Storm Starter right now is still 2 more gateways. So, this he cancels as his third. I'm really surprised from it.
Yeah, I don't know why he just did that. That's yeah, I was actually glad when he put it down, and now he just canceled
Yeah,
it off.
it's
I think
kind of-
that's going to leave him quite a bit behind.
It's kind of a waste to then even throw it up if you want to cancel it anyway.
Yeah, he is going around. Hopefully, he'll swing around to the third base here, where he's got a good angle. But he is going after these rocks, actually.
It can be a good thing to go through the rocks. It's a quicker escape route at times, as well as a quicker reinforcement route.
Yeah, I'm worried that he's just going to charge in to the Tetro.
Well, Storm is nearly finished, so I hope he's going to wait for Storm to finish.
Yeah, he hasn't warped in actual Templar yet.
No, which is, I think, a little mistake.
Yeah,
If he
'cause
warped in like
you need
2.
to get some energy before you can use it.
Yeah, if he warped in already like 4 High Templars, they would have by now just. Yeah, he's getting another ghost as well, Necro.
And he put down the third again. So I don't know why he canceled. Scan coming off here will cause him to divert. Did he get close enough to see it? I don't know what he's doing. Big blink forward. That was a huge mistake. And he's just going to lose everything.
Yeah,
So the entire thing will die.
force field to keep the army away, another blink forward, but that was not even the smartest blink. He's just losing every single unit.
Yeah. No, I thought he was going to do the right thing and swing off to the third. But no, that wasn't.
That mothership
It was
core
not to be.
could die.
Mothership core is going to die. Everything's going to die here.
The 4th mothership core that died this game alone.
And
If he had,
that's,
2 storms available for him, that army would have been so low because there was literally no medevacs at all.
yeah, there's no healing with any of this, and yeah, he's going to catch this full force, just wipe it off the face of the earth.
Yeah, and then Necro decided to go in for a counter-attack, which is the best thing he could do.
Yeah, when you destroy that much essentially for free, just go kill your opponent.
Yeah, 3rd base just finished. But the first time that he cancelled it, I hoped it was a mistake. Now he is warping in 5 High Templars, but kind of late. He makes of them some Archons, but that's way too late. That army is at its footstep.
Yeah, you should just move in with these. I think you will. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be it.
Those Archons just melted away, like...
And that'll be it for game one. Leafindawind taps out. Just huge counterattack and just attacking at a horrible everything, basically. You never want to offensively blink in like that. Protoss player who needs to be making a comeback in this one, it is...
Leafindawind.
And his opponent, one game away from going to the consolation match against Torgasm, who is unfortunately lagging again, is going to be...
Necroshader.
The PP again.
Pause has been asked. I think Necroshader is still having some lag issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was running fine in the first match of the night, but now definitely having a problem. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's just playing the internet and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, sometimes it can be your connection towards Battle.net as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can almost live next to a server, it still can be that kind of an issue.
Yeah. Alright. Well, give it a moment to calm down, see if it works. Leaf is ready. 3, 2, 1.
And yeah, we're just starting again, so...
So this time, Leafindawind actually putting his pylon in his base on the high
Just
ground,
something,
which is good to do. I mean, we did see him get punished for that last game. Another lag spike here.
Yeah. Seems it's not Necroshader's day, like, quite sadly enough, but it's not always something we can do about it, as we said before. It
He's
can be
going
little
gas
things.
first again. Yeah, exactly. It can be something.
And it gas before his barracks. So, are we going to see the same thing as before? Because it, in the end, it worked out for him.
Yeah, it certainly delayed so much, and because most of the attack was on the low ground, he got to kill just everything off. Yeah, it did work out.
Barracks is now getting placed down, and yeah, Gateway is now getting out of it, as well as 2 gases.
Yeah, double class for Leaf.
Now it all depends on how many is going to put on them, if it's 2-2 or 3-3. It can
Yeah, it
make a
does
big
kind
deal.
of give you a tell, yeah, of what's going on. Cyber coming down, and how many will he transfer over? One. Just the one so far. 2. Okay, 2 on each. I'm
On
gonna
each,
do that. So yeah.
It doesn't really mean that he's going very tech heavy, in a sense, but you still need some gas to get anywhere at least.
Yeah.
Cybernetics core halfway done, so as soon as it finishes, he can start his research for his warp gate.
Mhm. And we are with Tech Lab, Barracks, and Factory again, so he could be doing the same thing.
Which did work out last time very well for him.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
Marauder is getting made. Except this
Cro-
time there is nothing on the low ground, so it will be a bit harder.
Yeah, Leaf is a lot. I think his build is a lot smoother this time. He's started the warp gate, crowned it right away. So whereas before there was like this 30-second gap where he didn't do it, getting
There's
stuck
still
right
no-
immediately.
Well, no mothership cores, so
Yeah, no
It's kind of
mothership,
fair.
and hopefully he sees this, recognizes it, and maybe makes a robotics facility or something.
no.
2 gateways though, coming.
I do still think that the lack of the mothership core is a bit big. It's such a nice utility at the start.
Yeah.
We're seeing an engineering block, by Necro just to make sure that Leaf is not getting his natural up.
Yeah. There's one there. He actually lets the engineering bay finish, though. It's a bit of a mistake, yeah.
Yeah, you should like finish it at like 849 out of 850.
Yeah.
The mothership core is now coming. It's a bit late, in my opinion. Could already almost have the energy for an overcharge.
Yeah, and Twilight Council coming. I feel that he should know. He scouted it like twice, exactly what was happening. And yeah, I feel that he should know what this is.
That's again the three Marauder, one Widowmine, two Widowmines going on. Officials getting researched. So, yeah, Twilight Council. Maybe this time he gets Blink and uses it very well to get rid of some shots and try to keep his mothership core alive because it died 4 times last.
But the you know what he's doing? He's trying for a Blink all in.
Which he shouldn't do.
Gates, no, I don't think so either. But his mothership core is going to die, probably. Well, it will get one hit off from that Widowmine, and it's.
And now that other Widowmine is going to hit it, and it's losing it again.
So yeah, so he can't Blake in.
It's such a critical unit to have early game.
Yeah.
The longer the game lasts, the less value it starts to get, in my opinion. But
yeah,
early game, full enough charge, time warp, they can be such a big deal. Again, he is sending his 3 stalkers down.
Yeah.
But stalkers just do not kill Marauders effectively.
Yeah, they're not good. He's going to lose both of these. No, just one. Just get the other one by. Well, this just
going down
kinda, yeah, there comes the robo just now.
I can't. I think like a minute ago already when he noticed it was the same build again. Another stalker is getting picked off.
Yeah.
Another one by the Widowmine too.
Yeah, I just can't help but feel this is a big lack of awareness by Leaf. Every sign was there that this was the exact same thing, and
now he can now easily plant one Widowmine before the other, and just keep going. He did remake his mothership, but it only has 80 energy. Needs 15 seconds more to get enough for a Photon overcharge. But that will not be in time to save at least one of his gateways.
Observer now on its way. He does have enough. He's got to stop this Widowmine from planting, but it will go down. He's going to lose these 2 zealots. Or just one. Alright.
It did kill some probes and a zealot. Okay, it is out now, so...
He's going, he could use the photon overcharge, but he doesn't.
But I have to admit, that was a nice scan.
Yeah.
Scanning and then just killing the observer. Yeah. And I do not think that Leafindawind noticed that his observer died.
Yeah, I don't know if he does, because this Widowmine in the mineral line is about to reactivate, and it's going to kill some more things. 2 more probes. These Widowmines are still active. He's going to potentially run over them again.
Yeah, I think this one just rearmed, and it just, it hits the stalker.
Oh, yeah.
He's chrono boosting out. Yeah, now he knows he's chrono boosting out another observer, but I doubt he will be in time, because this one Widowmine is going to arm just in time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another 2 kills.
Observer again. They killed the observer.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah, so it'll arm again. If a Widowmine's gone off, it will always rearm before the observer comes back out. That's pretty much.
And mothership core again nearly dies.
And that one did die. Yeah. Okay, here it will come. He'll be in time this time. He was already chronoing it.
Just get.
All right, clears that one out.
There are still 2 left, and one of them isn't armed. It's armed. And it just goes off and kills another Stalker. So at least he clears up the Widow Mines, and so he's safe from that. He's getting a few more gateways again because he lost one at least. But he should get its natural up quite very fast because he's already behind by 17 probes, which is a lot.
All ton. I don't know if he'll realize this, but and I mean, there's no way of him knowing this, but one of the best things he could probably do right now is do the blink all in that he was going to do. There's nothing in the main for Necroshader, really. It's all kind of bunkered up down on the low ground.
Yeah, that's very
do
true.
a lot of damage, but he doesn't know that, obviously.
There are only 4 Marauders and 3 Widow Mines on the field.
Yeah, but
So-
instead he's warping in more zealots. If he had gotten 8 to 12 stalkers, could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, indeed. This one SCV just goes and still hasn't seen the Spinelon. The Spinelon hasn't been used at all.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
maybe
just
he
gonna
warped
take
in
him
like
back
one
in
zealot
place.
or one zealot during the engagements could have been something nice. And we see a proxy command center going down.
Sure is.
We have seen a lot of proxies today.
Yes, a fair number of them. Forge coming out for Leafindawind, and he will expand now, but this is just
Quite late.
so late to be doing this. We got 23 probes to 37 SCVs on top of the fact that mules are ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
Ghost of Academy coming down, double armory. He's going to be double pumping the upgrades. We're going to end up in the same sort of situation.
I do see 5 sentries getting worked in, so I'm really wondering what he's going to do with those.
I think literally he just looked at his resources and said, I have 500 gas and no minerals. So I'm going to make these.
Probably.
I think that's exactly all it was. It's, not necessarily a bad idea, but
No.
he probably could have used it on something else. He's got to talk to something that's going to do something, and he's got the Twilight Council already. He might have wanted to go Templar. Again.
Well, the Forge has been scouted by this again, as well as the Nexus coming up. So Necro knows he's in an okay spot for a while, especially knowing that this third hasn't been scouted at all. He is going for a mech kind of style versus Protoss, which is kind of dairy in a sense, as well as getting some bio upgrades.
It's unusual to do. Some people do pull it off well, but it's
very,
tough.
very tricky.
Yeah, it's very tricky to do. In
mean,
this
if this
case, where
one-
he's got his opponent at such a disadvantage, it's probably fine. It's not like your opponent's going to triple pump out Immortals.
Yeah,
But
the one
nobody
probe
knows.
that is still at this pylon in the left side,
Yeah,
that was at the watchtower. It would have seen the SCV train going
Yeah.
to there, and I would have alarmed there was something there.
Yeah.
Because this command center hasn't been changed to a planetary or a orbital.
yeah. It's too bad he doesn't know, especially since
It's kind of a free pickup.
this has been done too throughout the night. He's hitting bases, so.
If we look at the income, we see that it's nearly 8,000 mineral difference a minute.
Yeah.
In favor,
Yeah,
of course,
double.
for Necro. Even,
Gas for sure.
2,000 as well, with mules. He is still behind, soon almost half of the worker supply comparing to his opponent.
And Leaf is just playing blind right now, too. He doesn't know what's there. He's got 2 observers, but they're just sitting with the army. He's got max energy on the sentries, but he's not hallucinating or anything with them.
If he does like one hallucination Phoenix and just sends them over, he would have seen that.
Yeah.
He probably is safe for a while.
Yeah, on the flip
Get
side,
his third up quickly.
we get constant scans by Necroshader just to make sure what the composition is.
So you can adjust accordingly indeed.
And
Stimpack
he's got to be pretty confident with what he's got right now.
Yeah, he has a lot of Hellbats.
But
20.
the one thing he does make, he makes these Vikings kind of in the smoke, just I guess in case there will be Colossus, but there's none down. The tech isn't there or anything,
No,
so
not at all.
it doesn't really mean.
Leafindawind is getting his third base up right now,
Yeah.
which is a very good thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely he needs to be expanding. I mean, knowing how, if he knows how far behind he is, I wouldn't even mind if he put down 2 Nexus and just tried to catch up.
Yeah, he is 25 workers behind so far.
Yeah, and about 90 supply behind as well.
Yeah, and Necro is nearly maxed out. I think as soon as he's maxed out, he's going to push out. He does have some that army supply, but he can land those easily.
Yeah, his at 1-1 on the mech itself. What are these guys doing? I think he's going to sack these SCVs.
Yeah, he probably will. He has 66 SCVs and
Yeah.
for a turn, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
He probably will also see that his third base is up, so. The main of Necro is mined out also.
Yeah. Yeah, the Leafindawind's almost mined out. It's at least getting there.
Yes.
Kills out the SCVs and remaxes immediately. And yeah, Depot's coming down. I think this will be the move out, unsieging the tanks.
It's quite funny how he remaxes and then just makes one SCV again. It's like, oh, you know
Yeah.
what, I have one supply left, let's make an
Yeah,
FTV quick.
SCV. Yeah, so he's just going to come. There's ghosts at the vanguard of this force, Hellbats everywhere, Marauders. Yeah, it's
There is a photon cannon available, even two, but that amount of bio force would mean
yeah, it doesn't
more mech force.
doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's not.
Or
Gonna,
like only 4 ghosts in it. That's not going to cut it.
yeah, 3 Immortals. It's not going to be nearly enough for this.
3 immortals, a ton of sentries. So if he knows a good engagement, he can pick a force field half of them off, kill them half,
Yeah.
maybe. But then still, he has like 40 armies supplying behind. And how good Protoss armies can be, I doubt this is going to be what they want.
Shots going in. Van Protoss will just attack directly.
Mothership core died again, no photon.
Huge
army
EMP on everything.
and
the
this,
shield's
this
just
army
instantly
is just
deleted.
melting.
Yeah.
Sentries going down, Stalkers going down. Mothership core kind of got one-shotted in the past, and yeah, nothing he could do.